What?
What?
What the hell is this?
Harumph. I didn't get a harumph out of that guy.
Give the governor harumph.
Harumph!
You watch your ass.
I see you shiver with anticipation.
Let the show begin.
Hey everybody, this is David Heretic coming at you with another edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. And tonight, all right, we're coming back to Arkona. Yes, indeed. Arkona Fans FEELIN YOU. Come on now. Here we go. Before we go any further, for those of you who are feeling inclined to doing all of the clicks and the likes and the bibbity-bobbity bop, do me a favor before you do all that stuff. Please watch the whole video first, okay? Give me a chance to actually earn those clicks and likes. Now, after the video's done, if you still feel like doing all those clicks and likes, then by all means, feel free to click away. This comes as a request from Brent Winship, and Brent wanted to see me react to this song by Arkona called, I hope I pronounced this right, Yarilo. Is it Yarilo or Yarilo? It could be Yarilo. Now that I look at it, it might be Yarilo, but I don't know. Something just tells me it's Yarilo. Now, have I heard this song before? No, I have not. To the best of my knowledge, this does not resonate with me in any way, shape, or form. However, there's always a possibility I may have heard the song in passing and I just don't realize it. So as always, if I start listening to the song and I suddenly go, wait a second, I've heard this song before, I'll let you know.
That's the truth.
You know me, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Let's see, this, oh boy. This was posted by Decoherence Rectified. All one word, I am not even kidding. No spaces in there whatsoever. And the video has 36,000 views. It'll get you there. Other than that, there's really nothing else left to say. Link to the original video will be down below in the video description for your viewing pleasure at your leisure. Let's get started. What do you say? Are you ready? Are you ready? Because here we go. All right, here we go. Arkona, Yarilo or Yarilo. I'm not sure how to pronounce that. Hellfest live in Clisson, 2015. We've seen a couple of. I've done a couple reactions to this same show. I recognize it. So cool. Well, listen. At least it's a consistent setting. All right, let's do this.
All right, boy, let's do this.
Okay. So, are you ready for the last song? Yeah.
Last song. Last
Are you
song.
ready for the last song? Yeah. Yarilo. One, two, three.
That's got exactly. That's it?
Thank you.
Wow.
Thank you so much, people.
Short song. Less than 2.5 minutes.
You fucking love me, guys. We are Arkona from Russia. And see you soon again, I hope, yeah?
From Russia. I've seen that in the comments a few times.
Very nice festival, very nice people. Thank you one more time. Goodbye, my friends, and good luck!
And the big group bow at the end. Very respectful. Love that. Love seeing that. I love it when bands do that and shows respect to the crowd. The band's way of saying thank you for coming. Thank you for spending your hard-earned money to come and see us. Thank you for supporting us in this moment. Thank you for joining us and having fun with us. I love it when bands do that. They take that bow and show that respect to the crowd. It always sits well with me. It does. And I'm not going to lie, folks. I'm not going to lie. From a professionalism standpoint, does that help the score? You better believe it does. Absolutely. Not a lot. You know, maybe 0.1, possibly 0.2. That's about it. But still, you know, every little tenth of a point helps. And that level of professionalism, you don't always see it. A lot of bands, you know, when they're done playing, they'll wave to the crowd and that's it. They'll walk off the stage. If that. I've seen a lot of bands just literally walk off the stage and not even acknowledge the crowd. Hate bands like that. Absolutely can't stand bands like that. The egos on those bands are just absolutely out of control. Borderline narcissism. Anyway, let me get my thoughts together. I'll see you in the review and we'll talk about it. Well, there you go, folks. That was Arkona with Yarilo. It's either Yarilo or Yarilo. I'm not sure which one it is. I'm sure people in the comments will let me know. Is it Yarilo or Yarilo? I don't know. Let me know in the comments which one it is. Okay. I'm sorry. This was a request from Brent Winship. Sorry about that. I gotta make sure I mention the requester. Okay. Give the requester the credit that they're due. And I guarantee you guys, Brent's been waiting for this one for a while. Years for it to finally come up in the queue. And I know Brent's been very patient, so I appreciate that. This is going to be an interesting one. And the thing is, it's going to be a short review. There's not a lot to talk about. The song was less than 2.5 minutes long. So it's going to be a short review, guys, I promise. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to give that a 7.4. Yep, 7.4. I feel good about that score. Let me tell you why.
Why?
Okay, first things first, a 7.4. What does that mean? Well, a 7.4 would translate to a really good scale rating. So overall, I think this was a really good presentation. It would also get 4 to 5 stars and a B+ letter grade. So there you go, 7.4, really good skill rating, 4 to 5 stars, and a B+ letter grade. Now, how did I come up with that score? That's interesting. So glad you asked. Okay, I'm just gonna come out and say it. Is this the most impressive song I've heard from Arkona? No, I've heard other songs. The other two songs I've heard from them, if I'm being honest, I think they're more impressively written. I think they're more impressively thought out, constructed, and organized and arranged. Having said that, though, sometimes when you write songs, you have a goal for that song in mind. I wonder if this band wrote this song with the intention of this song being their show closer for every single show. Because this song, number one, this song screams live play, especially at festivals like this. Very appealing to the crowd. Short, sweet, to the point. A lot of fun energy, a lot of fun vibes coming off of that song. Perfect for not just live settings. Let's get more specific. Festival settings. Yes, absolutely. And as a show closer, you're going to send the crowd home happy. You're going to send the crowd home with that buzz, with that energy of this song, with those good, feel-good, fun time vibes. Nothing wrong with that at all. Simple song, absolutely. Borderline, I'm not saying this to be rude, okay? I'm not. But borderline romper room simplicity, okay? But in a live setting, it's perfect, especially as a show closer. Come on now. You saw every single person in that crowd having a good time, and that song was a good part of it. That is not a criticism of them whatsoever. Listen, sometimes you want to write songs like that with the intention of having a specific goal for that song. And like I said, I hypothesized that they wrote this song knowing and with the intention of using it as a show closer. So yes, I absolutely applaud that. A very simple song, very easy song. I think it's a pretty good song, you know, from a songwriting standpoint. I would put the song somewhere like, you know, 6.8, 6.9 range, somewhere in there. I don't think it's a really good song. I would never say that, but it's a pretty good song. But yet I'm giving this a 7.4. Why is that? Why am I giving this a 7.4? If you've been watching this channel for any amount of time, you already know what I'm going to say. So say it with me, kids.
Sing it out one time.
A live show can help your score or it can hurt your score. In this case, it absolutely helped. The energy coming from the stage was amazing. Let's just go down the checklist. Okay? Stage presence, check. Absolutely, they had stage presence. They always have stage presence. They look like performers. Stage energy, big check. This is probably the biggest stage energy, the most stage energy I've seen from this band. This is my third reaction to them, if I'm not mistaken. And without question, this visually blew the other two performances completely out of the water. The stage energy on this was outstanding. Stage interaction, absolutely a check. Right when the song kicked off, the lead vocalist and the guitar player skipping them back and forth across the stage with each other. Yeah, that. I count that as stage interaction. They did it together. They had it, whether it was planned or complete. I'm not sure if it was planned or not. They kind of looked at each other like, should we do it? Let's do it. Okay, let's do it. I don't know if it was planned or not. It might have been completely spontaneous. But in any case, it looked good. Utilizing the whole stage. Again, coming back to stage energy, stage interaction, doing it with each other, and adding to the showmanship, which we're going to get to the end in a little bit. But yeah, stage interaction, check. Crowd interaction, yeah, I saw it. She interacted with the crowd a number of times, whether she was speaking to the crowd, calling out to the crowd, pointing to the crowd, visually engaging with the crowd. Yes, she was doing all the above. So yes, crowd interaction is a big check. Showmanship, yeah, check across the board. Having a good time on stage. Everybody on stage having a good time. As far as I can tell, everybody, other than the pipe player, he's kind of a slave to the microphone while he's playing, so there's not really a whole lot he can do. But everybody else on the stage was moving around, and it looked good. So yeah, it looked fine to me. Putting on a really nice show. Way to send the crowd home happy. Absolutely. Production, oh please, it's the middle of the day at a festival, and they are not the headliners. So. They're probably one of the first bands of the day, but they still did a fine job, and I absolutely got to give it to them. Unfortunately, production, no production at all. That's okay, though. Like I've always said, production's bonus points anyway, so it doesn't really matter. You take the live show and you bump it up to a 7.3. Wait a minute, I said 7.4, didn't I? Yes, I did. Any band that takes the time to acknowledge the crowd, come together as a unified force, stand in front of the crowd and show their respect en masse to the crowd, that always gains a little extra oomph from me, a little extra respect from me, because guys, I cannot tell you how many times I've seen bands on the channel and in person. When they're done with their show, they literally walk off the stage and that's it. Thank you very much, everybody. Good night. Exit the stage. That's it. And they don't come back out. And to me, that's kind of disrespectful, if you ask me. I mean, how hard is it to acknowledge the crowd? Seriously. I'm not just talking about the lead vocals. I mean the entire band. The lead vocals waves to the crowd. Thanks for coming, everybody. Good night. Everybody else in the band just turns and walks away and doesn't give, two hoots about the people in the audience. Meanwhile, you have a band like this who comes together en masse, in force, unified, okay? And all together show their respects, pay their respects to the crowd, thanking the crowd for coming out on, on a weekend or whenever the show is happening on a Tuesday. That's the worst. Tuesday nights are the worst. But coming out, supporting them, showing their admiration for them, showing their support for them, I think it's always appropriate, and it shows a tremendous amount of professionalism when a band will take those extra few seconds, come together in front of the crowd, take that bow together, and then leave the stage. I always appreciate that. And you better believe I bumped it up 0.1. Did it make much of a difference? It actually did. It bumped it up from a B to a B+. Because, like I said, I was going to give it a 7.3. But then they did the bow, and I'm like, you know what? I'm going to bump it up 0.1. And in this case, it take it from a 7.3, which is a B, to a 7.4, which is a B+. So, yeah, take those bows. Listen, bands, take that chance and take that opportunity. Take those extra few seconds. Pay your respects to the crowd. I promise you, the crowd will respond, and the crowd will remember that. I guarantee you. So, yeah, 7.4. I feel good about that score, and that's where we're going to stay. So let's wrap everything up here in a nice shiny bow, shall we? We have a 7.4, which is a really good skill rating, 4 out of 5 stars, and a B+ letter grade. Take your pick. I don't care. Whichever one of those floats your boat. Final word, final score, I have spoken. Well, that's going to do it for this edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. Hope you all enjoyed the show. Hope that I was able to entertain you. If I was able to put a smile on your face and brighten your day, then I did my job, and I'm so glad I could do it. If you guys feel like joining the fan base, go ahead and click on that button down there. If you guys want to like the video, go ahead and like the video. If you guys want to ring the bell, go ahead and ring the bell. It honestly doesn't make any difference at all to me, but if you guys feel like doing these things, well then by all means, feel free to do so. Well, that's going to do it for the night, folks. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, this is David Heretic signing off, reminding you to stay fabulous and support each other. Later, peace.